Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Liza McCarthy and in today's video I am going to be attempting a challenge. It is one brush challenge where for all the drawing that I'm doing, right? For all the illustrations I'll be doing in this video, I'm only using a single brush. And I picked out the most versatile brush I could find. It's like a marker brush. I really like the texture, and the reason I picked it up was because I was going to make this challenge even harder by drawing only food in this video. So there will be like 4 illustrations of me drawing or attempting to draw, in quotations, food, like food in reference, which is something I don't do particularly often, or I don't really draw a lot of food or food pics and everything like that. And I do believe that if I put a lot more time into this challenge and a lot more kind of thought into it, I would have done so much better. But I was just trying to draw with one brush, and it's like a practice, like a sketch practice. So all these illustrations are done within an hour or so, and they weren't particularly hard or anything, and it was just like look at the reference, draw the image, and try to figure that out. So I started out with a soup and grilled cheese sandwich toast for my first illustration because I was like, you cannot go wrong with a classic. There was just so many pictures and references to choose from on Pinterest, and I picked out the ones that I basically was most kind of salivating in the mouth for, because I was just like, this is so cute. And then you have to, when you pick in reference, you have to see something that you can, you could feel that you could draw this easily, and it's not going to be very, very challenging in that sense. So I tried to pick a reference where I could particularly draw well or attempt to draw well, which I would say is rather more fitting than drawing well. I have had a blast doing this challenge, and I feel like this challenge has basically taught me how to be more humbled with the brushes that I'm using. Like, it really did humble me, and I'm like, okay, I'm still gonna use the brushes I do, but this was a fun experience I did for Patreon, and a lot of my patrons got to see how this all was made. So that was fun. I do not think I'll be doing this challenge very, very often, since it's something that is very hard and it took a lot of brain power out of me. It's not like like your skills, your usual skills, or your usual kind of like, I know how to draw girls, so I'm gonna draw girls like the way I do. It did take a lot of more brain power out of me to figure things out and kind of see where it all went. And I used 1 to 2 layers or more, but then I did combine them together, so that was pretty hard. I don't know why I did that, but I just thought that layering colors and working it out with every single layer on top and layering brush strokes was the way to go. I don't think I'll be drawing food for a while, since after this challenge I was like, okay, we had enough of food. So I'm still going back to drawing my girls, but this was a very, very fun experience, and it was just a challenge I did just for the sake of something fun. I'm gonna do more of these challenges, obviously, and try to find other creative challenges that you guys might like to watch. But so far I've been busy editing my videos. I have a vlog. I have 1 hour and 23 minutes of unedited footage from my 5-day weekend, vacation, staycation, call it what you want, and I'm working on these. Then I have 2 other videos coming soon, or they're up. I don't really know how I work and whatever I choose to post. It just depends whatever thumbnail I have prepared first. So whatever day you're watching this video, I might have uploaded the 2 speed paints or might have not. But that's pretty exciting, you know, obviously. I'm trying to do more of premiering my videos because I feel like that's also pretty interesting to premiere videos and not just strictly upload, because I schedule posts on my Instagram. I don't feel like I make them intuitively. I do not. I schedule them and I kind of don't have to worry about it. So I work on it and then I have the whole week with posts and everything. So that's fun. Another note that I have is in this challenge, I did not particularly use only one brush. I do think I cheated. I used 2 or 3 extra brushes, but like in small detail, like shadows and like the line grid brush. That's what I did. But the same brush is used throughout all the 4 illustrations, so you don't have to stress out. I'm not that big of a cheater, but I couldn't go without these 2 brushes that I used, 2 or 3 perhaps brushes. So that's kind of my cheating point. Yeah, I do think I cheated a little bit. As I said, I'm not a food illustrator. I'm not very particularly good or experienced in drawing food. I just thought it would be so fun to try and draw food. You know, why not? And that is why not all these foods look appealing or very kind of, I don't know, delicious. I don't know if they should, but I looked at a lot of illustrators I love, and the way they draw food is appetizing, and I don't feel like I did it for this challenge. I feel like it looked a lot less appetizing than it did for them. So I'm going to work better and maybe continue some food series along this year, right? Or something. I don't know. I cannot make any plans or promises right now. In terms of work, I am kind of behind since the vlog is just taking so much energy out of me, and then filming at the same time. I will tell you one thing. I like editing. It's not really my favorite job, but I'm fine sitting for 6 hours straight, drinking iced tea and working on my video with headphones on. It's not that big of a problem. It really isn't. What is a big problem is recording. Recording footage is the worst. I have to film in public, and the amount of stares I get is just a lot. And you might think, why is she getting stares, right? Like, why, right? Just the phone. Well, I usually film with a tripod. So basically, I have my phone, which you have probably seen on Instagram stories or like posts or anything. I have a new Hello Kitty cover because I did it. I'm just gonna be honest. I never really liked Hello Kitty, right? I never watched Hello Kitty, never really consumed the products of Hello Kitty. But I did it in order to spite my grandma because she did not like my Mickey Mouse tote bag, which I adored because I love Disney. And I'm like, okay, this is the cutest tote I've ever seen. And I did buy this case just to spite my grandma and because it was cute. Like, you know, two can go in hand. Because she's like, you're 17, like, grow up. And I'm like, you know, you bet. Of course not. Anyways, and I feel like it's so weird, and I just told my mom, like, randomly, I was like, do they stare at the Hello Kitty phone case from a 17-year-old, or is it the staring with the tripod and me kind of filming all around? Especially like filming in the food court, this was intense. Like, there was so many stares. I did get a few stares when I was filming back at the hotel. I did get a few of them, especially like in the, what was it? There was this buffet of sorts that they had for breakfast every morning, and I just filmed there, and I got 2 or 3 stares I could remember, especially like from the waiters or from the like people sitting closer to the tables where you pick the food from. Yeah, that was intense. And then it's just another level of intensity kind of with the filming in public and in food courts. So I do not recommend that. It was not a fun experience. It was just horrific. like the amount of stairs, I cannot tell you. I had to cut some of them down because it was just gonna be so wild to have them, and people are gonna be thinking this is a very weird vlog. Anyways, sorry for the disturbance if you could hear the knocks in the back. It's fine, it's all gone now. But as I was saying, it is very weird filming in public, and I feel like the only mindset that keeps me going with kind of filming in public or being a little bit more comfortable with it is the fact that, well, you know, they're not gonna see me again. I'm not gonna meet those people ever again. Like, why should I care? You know, that's the only mindset that keeps me going. Then the only place I do feel like I'm a lot more comfortable with filming is a bookstore. There are a lot of people, I would be honest, but I usually come to the bookstore at the lesser busy times. It's not busy at all, and I'm very comfortable with filming. The staff there are like so nice, and usually I just come there, and I did buy the Cinder series, the Lunar Chronicles series, which is a fantasy series. I did buy the 3 out of 4 books. I have 4th left to buy, and then I'm hoping, like, let's all manifest that I'm going to get the Naturals series by Lee Bardugo. Was it Lee Bardugo? No, it was the author of the Inheritance games, Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's her. Sorry about the mix-up. But basically, it's this series that Sarah Crowley has been like loving so far. It's like YA, very easy, like superheroes and everything. And I was just, okay, I'm going to eat that up. I want to get this series, and it's not available in Amazon like at all. And it was only available in this country that we road trip to. So I have a quest to beg my parents for the 4 books, and they're gonna say I get a little greedy with books. Yeah, sometimes, but I really hope to get the 4 books and get my hands on them because I really want to read this series. After I finish Blonde, I'm hoping to read this series so far. So I want to get this series so bad because otherwise I'm not going to road trip anytime soon, and there's no books on Amazon, and if I buy from the US Amazon, which I'm not sure if it is in stock or not, I am going to spend a lot of money, and I don't have that type of money to spend on, like, especially books. Like, I'm very scarce on money for books, or money in general for myself. And the only way I get money is commissions, Ko-Fi support, Patreon, which isn't enough. That's why I raised my Patreon prices to how they were, and it isn't enough. And commissions, and as I said, selling Legos and stuff, and perfume. I do sell perfume, which is a side hustle. I have a person who gives me perfume, and I kind of sell perfume, so I'm not going to talk about that because I'm pretty sure it's, you know, it's a side hustle, right? But they're new and everything, so if you didn't know that, because I'm sure nobody did, I'm like very hush-hush on this part of my selling merch and stuff, and I do have merch. Check the link down below. Anyways, I have a little money to spare in books, and that is why, like, I'm trying to save money to buy books. And the Natural series is something I desperately want, and that's kind of it. There's nothing more to say except that I really want this series. I want to get my hands on it as fast as I can. Continuing, I think I will be trying to upload more videos. I'll be trying to update my podcast soon. And that's kind of the work side part of everything. So previously I was talking about the filming in public embarrassing, and that is very embarrassing. But editing vlogs actually takes a lot of time. If you never edited videos, right, or anything like that, if you're very new in this sphere, I'm gonna tell you that it takes 6 to 8 hours of sitting straight and editing. I usually break this time down into a few days, particularly like 3 or 4. But if I'm very, like, I need to get this video out now, I could take the full 6 to 7 to 8 hours, like, doing it, sitting straight and just doing it in my desk. Currently, I'm in the situation where I don't have a desk particularly available for editing, so I do it in the comfort of my bed, and I put it on my lap and I just kind of edit the video, and that is kind of it. And then I have my computer on my bed, so it is very like a cozy setup of sorts, and I have my tea here, my chamomile tea. So it is a very cozy sort of workplace right now, and I'm trying to upload as much videos as I can. And obviously I'm in the middle of recording 2 to 3 videos, right? I'm in the middle of working on those, and then I have two to edit, like voiceover, and then I have 1 more to completely edit. This is going to be a big video, a big video. It is going to be like 20 minutes long or so. The worst part about this video is that it is a very interesting video I got recommended to do. It is called Ranking All My Digital Art video. The only problem is there's like this huge significant problem. The quality of the footage is bad. I didn't check it, and I didn't make sure it was proper quality. So I kind of have to deal with it, and there's going to be a disclaimer so that you guys don't think that I'm a scammer or anything, since it's literally not my problem that the quality of the footage is bad. But I'm trying to work it out, color grade it, which takes a bit longer to work on it. So ultimately that the quality isn't as bad and would be a slightly bit better. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, listening, and stay tuned for the next videos.